Week 11 of the fantasy football season. Here's a few running backs I have as sleepers this week. The first running back, Tyler Beatty of the Denver Broncos. So to me, it doesn't look like J.K. Dobbins is going to play. He missed practice with a foot injury to open up the week. And also, early in the week, there were reports coming out. They're thinking if they're going to put him on IR or not is this Denver Bronco team. So Beatty out there, 99% of fantasy leagues. Obviously, I know they got R.J. Harvey is this Denver Bronco team, but I don't think they want him in there for a full workload of 25, 30 touches in that ball game. So Beatty, a big physical back. Last season, he had some touches for this Denver Bronco team, but also as well, last year they had Javonte Williams. So let's say Dobbins is going to be out. I think it'll be Beatty over Jaleel McLaughlin in there, between the tackle touches and the goal line touches. So right now, if you need a deep sleeper, Beatty, like I said, out there, 99% of fantasy leagues, where I just don't see J.K. Dobbins playing, and he's been very injury prone, unfortunately, throughout his career. Next back, Devin Singletary of the New York Giants, still out there in tons of leagues, 78% is Singletary, pretty much a 50-50 split, even though it's not a great backfield in this New York Giant backfield. And also as well, now with Jackson Dart out, Green Bay's going to try to load the box in this game, up the run and make Jameis Winston try to beat him in this game. But the thing is, Singletary, he's a running back. He's still getting touches, him and Tyrone Tracy. In the last 2 weeks, since Cam Scatterbo went out in Week 8, Week 9 versus San Francisco, 8 carries, 43 yards, 2 catches, 8 yards. In Week 10 at the Bears, 8 carries, 20 yards, 3 catches, 53 yards. So he added a little in the receiving game in last week's game. And this is going to be another game. I believe the Giants will be trailing early and often. Packers, one of the better defenses in the league. We saw last week they only gave up 10 points to the Philadelphia Eagles. So with all those factors, and at least he's a running back getting some touches, he's a sleeper this week. And the final running back for Rashard Smith of the Kansas City Chiefs. So Isaiah Pacheco's still banged up with the knee injury. I don't think he's going to play. He hasn't practiced yet this week as well. And Rashard Smith, I thought in Week 9, when obviously Pacheco was out and it was Kareem Hunt back there, I thought he'd get more touches in this offense, but he only had 3 carries, 7 yards. So we've seen some flashes from Smith this season, but the last 2 games he hasn't done much. But I've said this in other videos as well. After a bye week, we see rookies getting more involved in their offenses. So I think that could be the case with Rashard Smith. And right off the bat, to me, he's the best receiving back. He could play that Jerick McKinnon role for this Chief team like McKinnon did many seasons ago here in Kansas City. So this week, a tougher matchup at Denver. I don't see Kareem Hunt doing much, where Rashard Smith will be in there more third downs and passing downs. And if you need a deep league sleeper, he's out there in 93% of fantasy leagues. That's a few running backs I have as sleepers for Week 11 of the fantasy football season.